head over here.
The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
What is going on, friends? And how are you doing out there in the land of the internet? And good morning and hello. How is life treating you guys? And what is going on out there? You know what? Today I made a decision that I was going to go live, and I was having some technical difficulties. The technical difficulties only slowed me down enough to make me realize that I could fix them. So I'm here to fix them, and you're here to wake up with the Waniac as promised. So hey, guys. Let's get the show on the road and let's wake up together. You know, this is episode 76. Did I mention to say to you episode 76? Did I say that to you? Can I throw that out there one more time? Episode 76. Episode 76. Episode 76. Are you serious, Wayne? Are you serious, Wayne? It's episode what? Yeah, that's right. 76 episodes. 76 episodes. That is a year and a half of me bullshitting with you guys. Can you imagine you guys listening to me for a year and a half? I cannot. I just want to say thank you. How honored and how much fun I am up here with you guys, hanging out with you guys. But you know what? We're going to take care of a few of the heavy lifting first so we can carry on and have a really fun experience together. How about that? All right, let's do that. Let's go back up here for one moment and carry on in the excitement. I know you're probably thinking to me, what is the excitement that you speak of, Wayne? The excitement that I speak of is a simple thing that you guys learn to love. I know you guys love them. You just can't get enough of them. They're called commercials.
Are you frantically pounding away on your keyboard these days? To discuss your views, share your passions, teach a skill, or share a craft to the masses on social media. Podcasting is a bright light that can help you reach a diverse audience. And the NOK Network can help. Even if you have no experience, NOK Network will work with you to develop your content to air on our diverse network to reach a wide audience, allowing us to grow together. Podcasts are aired on multiple platforms simultaneously across social media and streaming sites live through our network. Contact us and let's chat about how we can help you develop your podcast and join the NOK team.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Now we get back to the show.
By definition, I think we're all daydreamers. Every single one of us is a daydreamer. From the moment you came into the world, you were daydreaming. Those times that you wish you were a millionaire, or maybe you could find the magic wand. Or by definition, maybe not a daydreamer, but maybe you're a forward thinker. Or maybe, just maybe, all of it doesn't matter. To me personally, it matters greatly. I'm a creative person, and creative people, we're a little different. Not any better, not any worse, but we're creative. Creative means you cannot control the energy. You can't control that monster. When you feel like filming, you feel like making music, you feel like painting, you feel like making love. No, you suddenly realize how vastly important it is to you and all those around you. Man, it's like streaming, you know? You do it at first, you got this hunger for it. And then as you start to do it, and you do it, and every day you put your effort in every day, you suddenly realize that you lose a little pizzazz. You know, just, can someone do it better? Sure. Does someone want to do it better? Maybe. Does someone want to take the responsibility? No, they don't want that. The responsibility is the part that kicks most people in the ass, because suddenly you have to be here every day. Or every Friday, or every Saturday, or every Thursday, whatever day you choose to be. I tried Tuesdays here because I thought Tuesdays was a great day. Not quite Mondays. It's a good day to get your day going, but it's also a really, really good stomping ground for yourself to get started. Wild West. Think about it. It's indicative to many things. It's indicative to cowboy hats, spurs, chewing tobacco, 6 guns. These are the things that everyone thinks of when they think of the Wild West. Women in parlor dresses, men in wigs, powdered wigs. Maybe these are things that suddenly start to change the way that we do. At one time, your thought was Indians and cowboys, war paint, the feather. Then you realized how insensitive that is. Then you realized halfway through, maybe I would change things around and I would do things differently. Now, we all get into different things as we grow. For some, myself included, I'm into the Vikings. I'm into my northern ancestors and the heritage that my ancestors had and are. For others, it is the Native Americans. And then for some, it can even be your Canadian and bloodline. I don't know. It's different for everyone. The whole point is that we should all have it. We should be able to share it, and we should all be able to share it safely, not worrying about the persecution that comes along with it, because what's going to happen is your friends are not going to agree with you and your friends aren't going to get it. But that's why your friends sometimes aren't in your lane.
Cochise Hotel. Established in the summer of 1897 or something in the whereabouts of.
If you're looking for a home in
This is a historic, registered landmark, maybe even a ghost town. Once this porch faced a major railroad and a shipping hub for the pens of cattle and wagons and ore. Imagine the smell. Here rested on this, the front guests would sit on this here porch and take in the Arizona summer. Now, a private residence offering a unique bed and breakfast events, private parties, museum tours. Just remember, King Franco has all your needs covered.
You thought I took off, probably the stagecoach, probably with the Federal Union. No, I didn't. And what I did do is I sat back and I did some thinking. Is it better to be the outlaw or better to be the police? Right now, as you're seeing the world going bonkers, there are plenty of outlaws out there. And there's plenty of police. The question is, right and wrong, it's not for me to say, but what I do know is, man, I would not want to be stuck in the middle of that shit. I really would not want to be stuck in it. You know, as we go through life, all we want is roses and unicorns. Well, unicorns might not be obtainable, but roses.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com.
Dudes and dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
Okay, now that I am here for one time only, I will tell you all the secret of life. Eat more fiber. No, and lots of beer. No, seriously. I showed up here in the heat, and I'm drinking lots of water, because these guys over here, they are trouble. They're more troubles. Yes, they're trouble. Sorry, I was talking without my hand moving. But, I have found a spot in the shade where there is no sun at all. It is good to sit here and relax in the shade. Yes. Do you like? Oh, the bars behind me? Yes. They're a very, very, very expensive hotel. One where most people try to get out and escape. For me, I come to be comfortable for here because the bars make me feel like I am a turtle. Okay, I'll be back. Yeah, the bars. Something about them just unequivocally make me feel awkward. It's not a place that I enjoy or like, but so many people come here on the regular and want to take pictures and video from it. I don't get it. Weird. It's weird how the things that we do in life sometimes will echo back at us and give us a whole different picture of what we were into at one time. I wasn't always into the cowboy thing, I admit to you. I always wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the day. I never wanted to be the whole cowboy. You know what? I decided that I would walk you around only because I can. So let me set this up for us. Let's take a little bit of a stroll. We're going to take a little one and kind of hang out and see a few things and see if there's anything that you guys are interested in. You know, we are in Old Tombstone. Old Tombstone is this establishment's been here for 30 some odd years, and they've been doing shows here on the regular. That is 3 shows a day every day of the week. We don't even take holidays off here. So you'll see cowboys here throughout. No, you're perfectly fine, ladies. You're perfectly fine. We do cowboy shows here. We do 3 a day, all day long. And let me tell you, the whole idea of this is getting all these guys on the same page, doing these 3 cowboy shows a day. It's pretty crazy if you think about it. That is a lot of work. And it's so much work that these guys do that I have this very unique respect for them, because what they're doing is they're getting out there doing live performance, live theater, all before your very eyes. And then the key there is that they're doing what they love. And in turn, other people love it as well. Lots of people come from around the world to see these shows. I know, it's hard to believe. You think it's just a cowboy thing. People don't want that. No, but they do. You realize that the movie Tombstone, after 30 years, is still picking up speed, still picking up volume? Yes, people are still renting Tombstone. People are still watching Tombstone. People are still enjoying Tombstone. So that gives us new people that show up to our town that know the history or want to know the history. They show up. And then, they think about it. Man, the movies made Curly Bill seem like this really cool dude, but I don't know. I didn't live with him. I didn't have to deal with Curly Bill on the regular end. I do know he wore a suit, and I know that made him a little different than all of the other outlaws in town. But is that really indicative to what the movie showed us? Nah, I don't know. I think what's cool about that, what it did show us, is that Wyatt and his family showed up, and they were gentlemen just like we know. Within the 6-month mark, these guys did it. Now, today, I'm going to show you guys something special. I'm going to walk you guys up to a place that I totally enjoy. And we'll get this out of the way. We're like cattle crossing here. We're all going across at the same time. But that's what it's like when you're in a, town that's made out of what we're made out of. We're made out of a town with a whole bunch of grit and a whole bunch of no stopping. That's really what it is. If you didn't know that, you'll find out. So when I'm out here all day long and I'm out in the sun and I'm working all day and I'm building up this whole hunger thing, I get to this point where I try to think about what is good to eat, what would hold me over. And a lot of the times we're stuck with this. We're stuck because what happens is our choices are very limited in our town. So with that being said, I want to show you guys something that I enjoy. Did you think I left? You probably did. No, I didn't leave. I actually brought somebody with me. The whole idea is I thought I could do this in the only way that I do it. Every day when I'm down here working in the hot sun, I get this whole God, I wish I can eat. It would be so cool to eat something good. So in turn, let's move back here where you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. That's about right. I'll be right back. Oh, you shut up. Look. Yes, I come here on the daytime to get a big fat sandwich to fill my belly. Yes, it's a belly, but don't touch it. But look. Everybody belongs here. So come, get a sandwich. Hang out with me. Watch the Arab guys shoot each other. It's the triple homicide daily. You love it. Everybody else does. Oh, I have to go. Au revoir. Weird friends like that, you're never alone. I mean, come on now. I moved to Tombstone because I thought I'd be alone. I wanted to get away from the hustle and bustle of LA and all the bullshit. And I still have puppets around me. I know you laugh and you say puppets. It's not just one puppet. There are many of them, but this guy is working constantly. And if you like what you see, remember, like, share, do all that stuff down there. It only helps us. And when you guys see us do this stuff, remember that we're doing it because fun is fun.
All the way here to Tombstone, and they seem they got my here sign. Politicians. What are more than politician, more than overpaid jerks and tight suits? I couldn't fit into a suit, a little hot there in the summertime, and especially my spurs look a little funny in them. What? Get out of here! Get out of here!
In the equal opportunity that we have that is called life, you know, when you're doing this live broadcasting, you're going to get people that get it. You're going to get people that definitely don't get it. You're going to get on viewers, and you're going to get people that don't understand what you're trying to do. So when I started doing this 76 episodes ago, people looked at me like 76 episodes. You're not going to make it one episode. 76. You know, that's a year and a half of work, guys. That's a lot of talking to myself. No, really. And if you didn't know that, take advice from him.
I believe the saying is, one who lives in a golden canoe must never throw rocks at a plastic dinghy. You need to get your facts straight when you put them out there on the internet.
My Uncle Ron definitely has a different way of seeing things. He definitely does. And when he was telling me about this whole plastic thing, canoe, and all this stuff, I got to be honest with you, I was a bit confused. And then I got to thinking, there's got to be something to it, because he keeps telling me the same message over and over. What do you think the message is about? You went on a road trip with me, did you not? I'll bet you looked out each window and you looked at your surroundings, right? I bet you did. I did too. When I made those videos, those were the surroundings that were around me, the open, vast desert. Now the desert's a little different. This desert here is definitely comprehensively different. We have Ocotillo, which is pretty cool. We have every kind of succulent you can imagine. Originally, all we were dealing with was, that's right. Yeah. And now that we're away from that big, crazy trees and we're dealing with it, Ocotillo is pretty a magic thing. You know, cows will run through a straight fence, but you put a fence made of Ocotillo and something about that makes the cow go, wait, this is probably not a great choice. And a great choice, it's definitely not. So what happens is when these ranchers start working on it, all they can do is, go out in the surroundings, find the stuff that they're looking for, and then they're back on the road. "76 episodes. 76 episodes. 76 episodes, guys. 76 episodes. 76 episodes. I am so stoked. To be able to say that I've done 76 of these with you guys through a year and a half is putting it very nice, putting it very politely, because I want to jump for joy right now, and I want to let you guys know how excited I am that we've done 76 of these episodes. You guys have put up with me through 76 of these, and I don't get it.
Well, finally made it out here. Problem is the heat is absolutely terrible. And then I ran into these gents. Oh, they take all the fun out of the game. Well, come out to Tombstone. Check this place out. It's actually pretty wild. They say it's where history actually happened. Personally, I haven't seen no history yet, but I'm ready to make some. Get out of here!
I'm here, and you're not. That's right. I'm in the streets of Tombstone right now. I'm standing on the corner of 4th and Allen. Yeah, if it doesn't ring a bell, if 4th and Allen seems to be this intersection that you don't get, well, it should. Crazy morning in October when those guys decided to walk down this street to go have a talk, unarmed. The rest of the story, you know, you can rent the movie, you could read the book, and I don't want to ruin that for you. But I will tell you that it's pretty impressive that this street right here was the thoroughfare that took them down to meet at CS Flies, just to walk up a few little short steps. He's standing right there at the back of the OK Corral. And, you know, Ike definitely didn't want a piece of it. They started shooting out. If you don't know about that story, I absolutely want you to look up the shootout at the OK Corral. It is the craziest 30 seconds, 30 shots, and young men dying in probably history. There is a reason to this very day that people are still telling this story. I mean, still to this very day. Part of me wonders, would it be different if the story was told by different people? Of course it would be, because we would be getting history basically leaned on by the people that were a part of it, or the people that wanted us. It's a lot like modern day. You're getting a piece of the history the way that they're giving it to you. The question I always ask is, did Billy Clanton know what was about to happen? His brother took him up there knowing that these guys were going to muscle in on territory, that they were going to tell the Earp brothers what was going on. I don't even know if that was discussed. People don't even know if that really was discussed, or if that was just a spur of the moment thing, that they found out that they were there, that they were going to go down there, and that they were going to teach them cowboys a lesson. I don't know. They were outgunned, they were outnumbered, and yet they still walk down the street in the fashion like we do, or like the lawmen do. Every day that I put the badge on here in Tombstone, I pay homage to all these guys who came here way before me. You know, there are stories that are being told, and there's stories that aren't being told. And one of the most famous stories that I prefer a lot of is by a little man that they called the Crazy Caucasian. Yeah, he was a blue-eyed guy named Texas John Slaughter. I'm a huge John Slaughter fan. John Slaughter was one of those badasses that when you made a mistake and they sent John Slaughter out after you, if it was like wanted, dead, or alive, John Slaughter would come back with your teeth in your shoes. John Slaughter was wicked, and he was definitely known as the wild Caucasian. Now, the other idea is that to think of that John Slaughter is one of these characters that they're not talking about all over the place, but there's so many other characters that are delightful energy for you to pick up on and learn from. This is why I bring John Slaughter up, because I hope that out there, some of you guys could see it and maybe do your own due diligence. As always, man, I do appreciate what you guys bring, and I do appreciate that you're all here having fun with me. Thank you so very much. This is episode 76, guys.
Birdcage Theater. That's right, the Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona. This little building showed up in 1881, and they showed the acts of all the troubadours from across the United States. All the way from Shakespeare, all the way to the dancing girls. There's a reason they call it the Birdcage, after all. Some of the finest deals were made here in this here building. Some while playing poker, others while watching the ladies of the night. Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona.
I finally made it out here to the Okie Dokie Corral. They said to me, you need to be careful, for they shoot men like you. And I'm like, they do? Seriously, you wouldn't want to shoot a turtle, would you?
Yeah, I know. Have you ever figured it out? When you figure it out, you got to tell me. You know, I've been playing puppet. I've been talking to myself for years now. And today is episode 76 of Talking to Myself. Thank you so very much for joining me. Episode 76. Guys, that's a lot of episodes of me up here talking to myself and hanging out with you guys. 76 episodes. That's a year and a half of work. That is a show every Tuesday. That is getting up with you guys every Tuesday. That is giving you product placement every Tuesday. And that's also, that's right, hanging out with me every Tuesday. Not every Tuesday you get the turtle, but you do definitely get me to hang out with you. And thank you so very much for all that you do. Because, you know, honestly, I think the whole idea that we're coming together to do this show, it's supposed to be out of fun and humor. And if you're not getting fun and humor, and then what's the point?
Good day, y'all. How you doing today? Hopefully your Friday is going to be outstanding. And hopefully nothing gets in the way of it. Like, you know, the Pony Express running late. Or maybe the Pinkertons are following you. Or maybe you're on Santa's bad list. However you call it, come to Tombstone, Arizona.
I'd like you to take a second and think about it. When you go on vacation next, or you get served at the diner, thank the person that serves you. Thank the people that help you. Here in Tombstone, on the day today, we have people that are standing out in the street, no matter how hot it is, to bring entertainment, to do their job. There's no air-conditioned offices. We get breaks. Maybe you find a cool tree to stand under. But the heat of the day gets old, and it gets old real quick. And a part of that old real quick is this whole thing of how long is your staying power? How long are you ready to do it? Most people think they can do it till they get out there. Then they realize they can't. They realize that it's more work than they thought, or it's even more difficult than they put effort into. Suddenly they realize, I'm actually working out there? Yeah, we're actually working out there. I show you guys these cowboys every day because these guys impress me, because these are the same guys that I stand out in the sun with every day. From me to them, doesn't matter if it's Wyatt or Morgan or Virgil or it's the guys that I hang out with. We're out here in the sun through and through. No, it's not about giving us tips. It's about saying thank you. It's about letting us know, wow, I had a great time. When someone walks up and shakes your hand and says to you they had a wonderful time and they learned something, that is the best payday that you can get. Now, I've had people say the opposite too, but that doesn't matter. These guys and myself, we stand out here and we deal with this on the day-to-day. And when I say that, that's not to martyr and to tell you, oh, we work out in the sun and we work out in the heat all day long. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I am trying to say is, are you ready to come out in 90-degree heat? Wear a full get up like a cowboy and stand out here all day long. I admire the fact that these guys do it. When I saw him on the street doing it originally, I thought, I got this shit in the bag. I'm the man. I did it one day and I whined like a biatch. Yeah, that's right. Because my feet hurt, my back hurt, the sun was beating on my neck, and I was working in the best time of the year when the weather was good. If you think about it for a moment, you're in the beating heat. You get some people who totally understand what you're doing. There's other people who can give a rat's ass. And the thing is that we're doing it because we love it.